All right, guys. Today's gonna be a day in the life. I want to show you what a typical day's like. This morning. Hi, babe. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
So, that fly went in. Oh no, he came out. So, starting the day off today. I got a lot of got some shirts to make, hats to make. All the prison ministry we print today. I brought the printer from the church, so we're setting it up here. That way we don't have to do it at the church. We could do it here. The printer at the church is a lot faster. Instead of last time we used our personal printer, and that took forever. But it's gonna be a hot day, so we need to go get some groceries, guys.
What are your plants? They're growing.
Oh yeah, these are my daughter's plants. Look, she brought the seeds. I don't know if you remember me talking about them, or didn't we talk about these?
Yeah, you did you showed her on the sermon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, on the sermon. So we're just gonna show you what the day's like. And
my mandarin tree.
yeah, you water. All right, guys. So we're gonna get in the car, and we got to get some groceries, and then we'll just film just sporadic things in the day, because sometimes I think sometimes we don't realize how hectic a day can be. Not that it's hectic, it's not a bad thing, it's just busy. All right, guys. All right, finally got our groceries. We're here at Winco. What's going on here? No forks?
No, I'm dying of heat.
Oh, sorry. Let's get this AC going. What's the degrees right now?
Look at this. I cleaned. I cleaned.
92, but it feels like it's 1,002.
I know.
So we got our little salads and they didn't have no forks?
No, we gotta go get some forks.
So we're still going, doing our errands, guys. I said we were gonna film. We did go to a couple places and I forgot to film, but I gotta come back. I gotta get back to the house. I gotta print stuff. I gotta make the shirts, a couple hats, eat our little salads with no forks.
We'll get some right now.
So, all right, guys. See you in a bit.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so finally got this package. I ordered these things like weeks ago, and they finally came in to peel vegetables.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
A month and a half.
Like a month and a half?
Yeah.
So yeah, I got these. And then check this out, guys. I might as well share this with you. I don't know, guys, this is for you guys that have basketball shorts with no string, and then your shorts are always falling off constantly like me. This is an amazing invention. This thing, it came with extra strings. But
It
this
restrings all your shorts.
restrings all the shorts. Huh?
Hoodies, people have hoodies, and the hoodies they can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. So, yeah. So now we're going to set this table up. We're going to make some shirts, hats, and send all the prison stuff out. We got to print. I got to set up the printer for the prison ministry.
Lots of work to do.
Sharon, where you going?
I'm going to go to the neighbor and give her some eggs. I've given all the neighbors eggs.
Okay. Check these guys out. The mail just came. Amazon. Bam. Oh no. New books. I got more. I ran out of copies. 3 of these are already spoken for, so I got to mail these out. It's another reason I got to go. But I did get 10 of them. Normally I just have people order them on Amazon, but somebody specifically wanted them signed. And if you order it from Amazon, they don't get signed because Amazon prints them and mails them. But yeah, they finally came in too. So everything's taking a little longer because of the pandemic, and now, you know, looters are robbing the prime trucks. So, all right, guys, I gotta set up. Man, another thing, guys, is finally the frame guy is open. See this? I'm not done with this painting of Jesus. It's literally a tile brick. I'm not done because I'm still doing the thorns. But I did one like this of Moses, and I had custom, what are they called?
Custom G clays?
Yeah, G clays.
Hold on, let me look for your other one. I don't want to get my stuff if it's in there. Look at you guys. You want to know this? Want to know how cool this is? Look. I found an old wooden box. And this is where we keep canvases in. It's really cool.
What are you looking for?
Your painting. You have a painting, a G clay. And I think it's a G clay of your...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That I put it away.
So, what I'm going to do with this is why I'm excited, because throughout the pandemic, my the frame shop, the local shop, I want him to put these in a special mounting so I can put them on the website to see if anybody would want to purchase them. These are like professionally... They're replicates. Off of the original was on a brick tile, and these are limited. I only made 4 of these. So
See, look, I put it in here.
it's like this really special paper.
I rolled it
Oh,
up and put
okay.
it in this thing.
So since I'm gonna go mail all this stuff, his shop is like a block away from the mail. And because he's a local business and he's been closed for 2 months, I want to bring him business. And I've been needing him to open because I really want to get these mounted. So if I have time, I hope, on the way to the mail, if he's still open. I just saw that he was open right now. All right, guys, I got to hook this stuff up. All right, gotta get this going. Packages. All right, as you can tell, I'm not wearing my seatbelt. You can hear it. My car is telling on me. Just left the post office with 5 minutes of closing. Did not get a chance to mail out the prison ministry stuff because remember I said I brought the printer from the church. We didn't have any ink. The ink was at the church. So that significantly slowed us down in printing the prison ministry sermons. So Sharon is at the house printing those out so we can put them in envelopes. We already have the stamps so we can drop them into the mailbox, but I had to come and send out shirts and hats, and I barely made it with 5 minutes left. So now I'm heading back to the house and doing that. So the day's not over yet. So whenever we get in the car to mail those into the mailbox, I'll come back on the camera. All right, guys, bye. All right, guys, so I made it back here. We just filled out these envelopes. We realized that we're short on stamps, so we got to go grab stamps. That's the printer that I didn't have the ink in. So we're going to head out right now and get some more stamps and drop these in the mailbox. So the day continues. All right. I'm going to get one of these. So I stopped to get some plants, and we saw that earlier, so we want to pick one up. You know that purple plant I have? I really like them, so I came to grab more.
Oscars.
These are my plants. By the way, this is the best fish store in Stockton, in my opinion. Look at this guy.
Okay, so that one actually probably right. No, I know what. Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah, too much for me. I'm gonna keep it moving. All right, let's ring this up.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're back.
Anything to drink. And that we have to. What are you doing? You got a video going again?
Yeah. Alright guys, made a quick pit stop. I wanted to get my purple plant. So now we're gonna go mail these things out. Check it out right there. We're gonna go drop these off. Now it's 7 o'clock. The day's still going. So yeah, we realized I forgot that we have to get stamps, so we couldn't go to the post office. But we're hungry, man. Look at Sharon. She's gonna get mad because I'm filming this, but we need to get a couple tacos in us. Alright guys. So you can't get tacos without something to drink.
Did you tell him we got a taco?
Yes, tell them we're hungry.
All we ate was a salad this morning.
We realized all this busyness.
6 o'clock.
All we ate was at 7.
Oh my god, I look at me.
So we're gonna grab some of the drink and the tacos. We told them we'll be right back, and then they're gonna get stamps here.
Yes, we get 2 taquitos.
All right, guys. See you later. The day continues. Yep. Look at that. That's a bold statement. Let's see what happens. Look at their menu. Why does that Cheeto burrito? Wow. Okay. Let's see if they're the best tacos in town. Alright guys. So this is what it looks like. See what happens. But
It's our first time eating here, but
yeah, let's see.
tacos
Look,
in the car.
this is best tacos in town. We're gonna find out right now. Bye. I can't keep filming because I'm hungry. Look at that magic. It's literally been 5 minutes.
I still have my one little taco.
So, what do you think about their claim?
I think they're good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't know about the best in town, but it's good.
It's good. They're very little, but that's good. Because I would have gotten one. If it was a bigger tortilla, I'll get one.
Yeah.
But since it was smaller, I think I can only fit 2. That one looks lonely.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
We just put the stamps, the extra stamps on the ones that needed stamps.
Look at that.
We're gonna go drop that in the box.
Look at that, guys.
We gotta make one last quick errand. We gotta drop something
That's
off.
God's word
Yes.
to these inmates. We're going to be blessed.
And then we still gotta do our devotional. I want you guys to understand why I'm yawning all the time. All right, guys. See you later. All right, guys. We just prayed over these envelopes, and they're gonna get dropped in. Bam. So it's only 7:40. Wow. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so I put the new plants in. That's the purple one that I had. Liked it so much. Got another 2. They kind of look all crazy like that because they got to settle. But once they settle, look at that. They'll start looking like this, like actual little branches. See how they look all messy? And then I added this guy. Nice, huh? He's the same kind of fish as this big guy. I haven't added a fish in this tank in months. And then I had to get, see, that is a real plant. That's a real plant. Oh, that's a real plant. And then I got this plant. See that one right there, sticking straight up? So I'm starting to replace all these plastic plants with real plants. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's been a busy day.
Good morning, everybody.
They just saw a glimpse of most of our days.
I know.
Like, seriously, is that like 90% of every day?
Yeah, just that I actually look better, though.
But, like, seriously, like,
I was in a t-shirt and just some raggedy, because I was cleaning in between and doing little errands in between, watering the grass outside and doing laundry.
I didn't film that.
Of course not.
I should have.
Yeah, he should have filmed the things that I do too.
It was the stuff we both did all day, but like honestly, honestly, it's not the same things every day, but it's like that.
Yeah.
And I was playing around earlier with Sharon. I was like, I'm gonna show him why I'm always yawning. But as we're recording this, I still haven't gone back to see the footage. So obviously, I haven't seen it yet. I just filmed random things as the day progressed, but once we're done with this video and I edit it and render it, then we'll get to kind of see what it looked like. It probably looked hectic. Yeah,
for me, I always get a little bit of like a day in between when I go into the office. So like tomorrow I go into the office and I'm there all day. So that's how it's been right now. It's like one day home, one day in the office, one day home, one day in the office. So yep. So it's been good though. It's been good. We did really good by getting a total of 47 sermons went out today for the prison ministry.
Amen.
Yes. Yeah. And that's a blessing, guys. It was a total of 47. I'm kind of glad that I have this little system down. I think what just took longer was printing the envelopes.
Yeah, which you guys saw. I can't believe I left the toner because we were blessed with this printer and it's fast.
Yeah.
The one from the church, we got blessed with 2.
I hope it works for envelopes though.
Yeah, I know. So we got blessed with 2 of them. So one's at the church. And I'm like, well, we got that second one. Let's bring it here to do the prison ministry.
And then he forgets the ink at the
Well,
church.
I didn't forget it. I didn't realize I didn't have one.
Yeah.
But the guy that blessed us, he left us with an extra.
2 extra. 2 extra cartridges.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that. But that really bottlenecked. You know what I mean? And it slowed us down. And then. Man, printing the envelopes. The printer we have now.
Just one at a time.
Oh my God.
One at a time. And he had to pull a chair up by the printer and I would click print and he'd have to press the button 2 times just for one envelope to go through. And then, literally I'd have to just stay there, just keep pressing go.
The printer wasn't recognizing the size of the envelope. So the printer was saying
the setting was right.
I have a wrong piece of paper in there because it was wanting a whole sheet of paper, but obviously the envelope's thin. And I put it on the settings. I put this is an envelope, a number 10 envelope.
So did I. Yeah.
So anyways, that took a long time. So the whole idea was to get those out before 5. But we didn't get a chance to, as you saw already, that I had a rush to go send. We had shirts and
then we ate a salad in the morning, and then
forgot.
you guys saw us have 2 little tacos each. We just grabbed 2 tacos on the go while we were running around.
Yeah.
And then right now we're home and just watered the grass, and I just decided. I told him, you know what, I'm gonna put a little bit of shrimp and some lemon and some onions and some cucumbers, and we're about to have some shrimp. And it's kind of late, but it's okay.
So you were in the car when I went to get that purple plant. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting more than purple plant. I bought 2 purple plants and then some regular plants.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I haven't really had a chance to show you. And then obviously you saw the little goldfish. Not a goldfish, but it was called it's a gold severum.
It's a gold severum. I told you I wanted him.
I know. It's nice.
Yeah, he's really gorgeous.
Which they've seen already, because I'm going to put that footage.
Okay, great. But guys, we're going to jump right into the scripture, okay? Let's jump right into it.
Bam!
Because I want to go have some shrimp.
Yeah. This is actually a really beautiful passage.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 21, verses 1 through 4. And it says this is talking about Jesus, right? And Jesus he's sitting by the temple and he's just kind of watching. And look what it says. It says, and he looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury. They had like a tithing box. And he saw also a certain poor widow putting in 2 mites, or 2 little pennies. So he said, truly I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all. For all these out of their abundance have put in offerings for God. But she, out of her poverty, put in all the livelihood that she had.
In the Message, it says, just then he looked up and saw the rich people dropping offerings into the collection plate. Then he saw a poor widow put in 2 pennies. He said, the plain truth is that this widow has given by far the largest offering today. All these others made offerings that they'll never miss. She gave extravagantly what she couldn't afford. She gave her all.
You know, I understand that some people have used this sermon to talk about money. I want to talk about something else that's even more precious, is our time in our life.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much money you have, you can't buy back 1 second of your life. So I thought it was beautiful, the fact that this woman, I never noticed actually till right now. I always thought it said one rich person gave, and then Jesus says, yeah, what she gave is more than that. No, it was a lot of rich people putting in, a lot of rich people. And then Jesus says, see this woman that put in 2 pennies? She just gave more than all of them.
You know, when I didn't know anything about this scripture or anything, but it stood out to me over the years and everything, because when I was a new baby in Christ, you got to remember, I was a single mom. I was a mom at 14 years old. You know, I had my first little apartment, you guys. I was paying $384 for a 1-bedroom apartment at the age of 15. And I didn't have much, you know, I didn't have much. But when I came to know Jesus at the age of 17 and a half, and I went, I remember that I had this 2 rings. It was just 2 rings. And one of them, I don't even know if it was even real, but I know one of them was. And I can just imagine what they felt like, because when they passed the collection plate, I felt like I wanted to give something, but I had nothing to give.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know much about, but I just knew that I just felt like this urgency that I needed to give something. And I'm like, I don't have nothing to give you, but I took my rings because I used to wear those all the time. And I remember I threw them in there. I wonder what they thought, you know, later when they found 2 rings in there, because to me, it didn't have a significance like this, because I didn't know that even existed in the Bible yet. But now as I read it, every time when I read that, it makes me think of my 2 little rings that went in there, and one of them was probably not even real. But I gave with my whole heart. I was young. I went through so much at a young age, and I felt so proud of myself because I had my own little apartment, and because I was taking care of my baby, and I thought, wow, you know, by that time I had 2 kids already by the time I was 17, you know? So it meant a lot to me at that time without me knowing.
You know, even now, like, there's things we did, like at our building, okay, that I know pastors, and God bless them. They've been, you know, in ministry for a long time, and they'll get the best. And we don't have the luxury. But you know what? I love our little building.
I love it too.
I love the fact that we'll be sitting there in conversation, let's say with Brother Tomas, and I'm like, man, I really wish we can do this and this and this, you know? And he's like, well, yeah, get some 2x4s and get this and get that, and we can make it happen, man. And I'm like, that's all it takes?
Yeah.
You know?
And I would give him my vision of what I wanted, and he's like, we can do that, sis. And I'm like, really? You know, he made it happen.
And then like our big screen, right? The screen we had before was the biggest I could make, because I went to the Joann's, what is that? What kind of, I don't know if everybody knows what Joann's is.
Fabric store.
Yeah, fabric store. Mm-hmm. And we went to get something that was similar to like fake leather or vinyl, so we can make a screen out of it, right? But they're on rolls. Yeah. So it was only so wide.
Like 12 feet, I think.
No, it wasn't 12 feet.
Was it?
No, this way.
Oh.
Yeah. So, And so we made it as big as we could, but even in the back of the church, it looked kind of small. But I'm like, well, that's all we can do. And then we were sitting there, and I'm just like, man, I really, some of these churches have like their whole wall is a screen.
I know.
And I'm just like, what?
And then I told you about the...
Yeah, because it was crazy because I paint and we use canvas. And Sharon was like, why don't you get one of those painter's drop cloths that you buy at Home Depot? Because it's basically canvas. She was in make basically a canvas, like you're gonna paint it, just a giant one.
And we can gesso it all white,
which is like a white primer, real thick. Like when you go buy, if you go somewhere to Michael's and buy a canvas, it's really white. It's because it's been gessoed.
Yeah, the natural one is not. It looks more natural.
It's the natural's just cloth. And I was like, oh my gosh, we could just get some 2x4s and build a frame and wrap this painter's canvas. And I got a half a gallon of that white paint from my painting. We'll paint it and we'll have a big screen.
Yeah.
And we did it. We made it happen. I mean, and it's beautiful, and and it's like you make it happen because I'm just like, Lord, I just like, God, we understand that it's a church building is just a church building, but nevertheless, it's a house of God. Mm-hmm. It's a house of worship. And I'm like, Lord, I can't afford these fancy screens, but man, I'll make one heck of a canvas and paint it white, and
it looks beautiful, man. It looks awesome. And
I'm like, okay, how do we hang it? Well, let's go, and we go to Home Depot, and they cut chain like $1.60 a foot, and we're like, boom, let's hang it with chains, and so it's like this scripture means a lot to me, because. To me, it's beautiful. The fact, like, I get encouraged that Jesus doesn't rate us by how much riches we have, but by how much we give out of our riches, out of our talent, out of the things that we have.
Out of the richness of the heart.
Yeah.
Because it's really a condition of the heart in when the action is taking place, and what the intentions are coming from the heart when you're giving, and, like he says, be a joyful giver, and we're not saying just in giving and money at all. We're saying in your time, in what you do, and giving your excellence and giving the best of your ability. Every little thing is give in a joyful manner and be content in your heart doing it. Because he's so pleased. He's so pleased to have us, to have us do that.
Like, for instance, right? We're not rich, but we don't starve, right? We don't starve, as you can tell.
You'll never starve. You guys, let me tell you something. You will never starve. My mom will tell you this. If I have 5 cans in that cupboard, we won't starve. Like, seriously. Come on. True or not?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you will not starve with me. Ever.
So, we're not rich, but we're not going to starve. But I want to put this in perspective with you, right? I remember one time I went to this gas station. Remember where I used to put gas all the time downtown?
Yeah.
And they had this crispy chicken. And I saw this homeless person, and they were hungry. And, when somebody asks for food, it's different than somebody asking for money. And I remember I said, you know what, I'll get you some food. And I think it was like a 6-piece of chicken tenders, but they're big, man. They're like really, they're good. And I bought 6 chicken tenders, and I gave him the 6, and he turned around. Yeah, and no, I'm not talking about the lady that was. Well, she did that too.
Yeah,
actually,
she did that too.
Yeah, so she turned around and shared those 6 with somebody else. Here's my point. For me, the 6 chicken tenders. It made me feel good to feed somebody, but honestly, $5-6, I forgot about it within 2 minutes. I'm not rich, but let's be honest, the $6. So the same 6 chicken tenders I gave her, she actually gave more when she gave 3.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wow, that's good.
Because my 6 to her, as soon as I left that parking lot, I forgot about it.
It's not a big deal.
But to her, she possibly gave away her dinner.
Yeah.
because it was still daytime. So
that's a really good example.
She gave more
Yes.
than I did, even though mine were 6.
Because the sacrifice was greater.
Exactly.
The sacrifice is so much greater, guys.
Exactly. You know, and you know,
there was a time when I remember that I had somebody in leadership who every time that I needed help was never around. Every time that I really needed something, and I really wish that they were around because they were, alongside with me, and they were in leadership, and events would take place, anything would take place, and they were never there to help. And, and it almost seemed like, they would be like, well, here's $20, here's $40, just get what you need. But the thing is that I wanted their presence.
Yeah.
I wanted their presence. I wanted their help. I wanted them to be there to partake in that, because that it was a sacrificial giving, of your time, of being part of something greater, being part of something beautiful. And I think sometimes people they miss the mark on what the true meaning of what it is that is happening, because they're so quick to just say, here, take care of it. Here, take care of it. But the thing is that I want their existence to be part of that, And that's what God wants from us.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I don't just want your money. I just don't want that. I want your giving in every way. I want you to put your hand to the plow. I want you to go and speak of me. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. He's all, but I want you to do it sacrificially, because when it becomes sacrificially, it means so much more. What do we tell our kids? Right now, you guys don't mind wasting our money, or, can I have this? Can I have that? And then they get it. And what do? They break it. They don't take care of it or anything. But the moment they go get a job, and the moment they have to buy it for themselves, what happens? They appreciate so much better. Do you remember when we went paintballing that one time and Bobo told you what he told you? Yeah. When he says, gosh, Dad, I did not realize that when you would sacrifice to take us paintballing, during the winter time once in a while, I didn't realize what you had to go through to make that happen. Because he ended up buying his own equipment last year?
I would buy paintballs for him, for Abraham, for Gabriel, for David. Thank God, usually Christopher would help.
My son,
there's a couple times he didn't.
Yeah.
And that was hard, and filling up all the errors, and oh man. But
but then he went on his own, and then he noticed, and he didn't realize, and he thanked you for that after, because you realize. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, so, I think it's a beautiful verse to ponder on. It's a beautiful scripture, powerful. It lets us know the mind of Christ, how he thinks and how he sees things.
Absolutely.
And other people were probably impressed by all the riches that the rich were putting in, and he wasn't impressed by that.
Absolutely.
He was impressed by this widow, because back then there was no welfare system. The fact that she was a widow meant she was poor. It meant she had no husband to sustain her. That's why a woman back then, if she had a son, she would consider herself blessed, because then she knew that if her husband died, her son would take care of her, because that was their culture. You take care of your mom. That's why that is so ingrained. That's why it was so important for Jesus to say, John, behold your mother, mother, behold your son.
Yeah.
That was so important, because Jesus did not want his mom being a beggar.
Yeah.
So that was huge, and this poor widow that had no husband gave out of her poverty, and Jesus recognized it. Think about this. It's so powerful that 2,000 years later, we're talking about that woman.
I know. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So
powerful.
All right, guys. We're gonna
work bowl.
Yeah, we're gonna end it there, because I know it was already the whole video of the whole day, but we wanted to share that scripture with you, and we want to get to that shrimp.
Before it gets later, guys, because it's already late. I think it's like 9 something already. But...
Yeah. So God bless you, and we will see you on Sunday. As far as part 3 for identity, we got to figure out a date for that, guys, because it was supposed to be last week. I never said it was going to be, but I mean, the way we've been doing every other week.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah. But this is going to be our first Saturday, like, to do nothing in a long time. Right?
No.
What? We're doing something Saturday?
Yes. We got to go to the dumpster and we got so much stuff to haul from, like so much trash and everything to haul. We got to go clean all that up at the church from the back. A lot of cardboard, like crazy.
But anyways, what I'm trying to say is we're not going to do it this Saturday, but we will. It'll come. It'll come quick. I'm not trying to prolong it that far because I know it's important. You got the part 1 is fresh in your mind, part 2 is fresh in your mind, so we don't want part 3 to be too far.
Yeah, we want to keep it going.
Yeah.
We definitely want to keep it going. But we love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And I pray that you're blessed.
Amen.
And don't be judging me because I look all weird today.
What? You don't look weird. You look amazing.
Really, babe? Thank you. I was so lazy today, guys. Like, in a sense where I just did not want to dress up or do anything. And today was my day off, so. And I kept telling him, don't put me on camera. Don't put me on camera. But whatever. If you guys are going to love me, you're going to love me any way that I come.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.